The Chinese Communist Party is undoing years of gains for the country's tech giants with its new policies. This could well be an opportunity for Indian tech startups. But first, let us examine what is happening in China. From slapping a $2.8 billion fine on e-commerce giant Alibaba for anti-competitive behavior, to ruling that Chinese edtech companies cannot list abroad, or have foreign investors, or make profits, the country's new policies have all signs of a heavy crackdown. The rationale for this, apparently, is keeping in check the financial clout of corporate giants like Tencent and Alibaba. Will online gaming companies be the next target of the Chinese government? This week, Tencent stock fell 11% after an outlet run by China's official news agency published a scathing critique of online games, likening them to spiritual opium and electronic drugs. The reasons for China's crackdown on its homegrown internet giants are many. Being a country that is relatively closed off to the outside world, the Chinese government is finicky about the petabytes of user data held by its internet giants, which could be accessible overseas if these companies listed abroad. The more communist explanation for the crackdown on edtech companies is that the Chinese Communist Party is worried about losing control over the hearts and minds of the next generation if private educators introduce newer thought paradigms through their curriculums. Now, interestingly, the consumer internet verticals that are coming under regulatory scrutiny in China are the same that are seeing exponential growth in India. Our edtech companies have benefited immensely amid the pandemic, as education has shifted online. The online gaming boom is also more pronounced than ever. E-commerce, ride-hailing, food delivery, you name it. Indian tech startups have a strong presence in these segments. So there is hope that as foreign investors are shooed away from China, they might discover India as a promising alternative and put their money in these homegrown tech startups, which are perpetually looking to raise venture capital money. However, we should not forget the textile experience. Everyone expected India to become a global manufacturing hub, but investors went to Taiwan and Bangladesh instead. Things seem different this time though, with Indian startups not starved of investments. We are already the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. Global private equity and venture capital investors have a strong presence here. As pointed out in a recent Business Standard article by Surajit Dasgupta, global private equity backers like Temasek and Tiger Global, who have bet big on the Chinese tech industry, already have a strong Indian portfolio. So while the stocks for Chinese companies tumble, Byju's and Unacademy continue merrily on their acquisition spree. Regulatory concerns for e-commerce companies exist in India as well, but nowhere close to the extent being seen in China right now. China's loss, therefore, could very well be India's gain in this case. But another side of the story would be that there's nothing stopping Chinese companies facing regulatory scrutiny at home from tapping into the Indian market now. If the success of Chinese short video apps like TikTok in India is any indicator, they are very adept at localization. Tencent already has investments in several Indian startups. While India has banned over 250 Chinese apps, including TikTok, since last year, there's no law that bars Chinese tech companies from setting up shop here. If that happens, it could mean more competition for Indian startups. So it's best to wait and watch how this peculiar situation plays out for India.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views, and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and LinkedIn.